How was I supposed to know? Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. No, no. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Don't you know I still believe that you will be here and give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me now. I must confess, I still believe when I'm
Yeah, can I have 2 pints now?
give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing
What have I told you lot? You're only allowed in here Sundays. Wait outside. Promise us crisps. You'll get a lot of us chucked out.
Where are our crisps?
Crisps are coming. For God's sakes, outside.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
That was for Kelly, Faith and Davina, who are saving up for their own flat. Thank you very much indeed. Good night.
Cheers, Daz. What's this?
Champagne.
They don't sell champagne.
With pomade with a couple of shots of vodka. Me and Michelle have got an announcement.
Yeah, Mum, Dad, bring your chairs round. Me and Darren are getting married.
Congratulations, Shell succeeds where Borstal failed.
Why didn't you tell us? Oh, we wanted it to be a surprise.
And here's another. She's pregnant.
Yes! Oh, come on, my son! Yeah! Come here!
Oh, nice.
Well, congratulations, rather you than me.
You weren't trying to get pregnant.
No, I'm still on the mini pill. Well, I was, and then I went to that hypnotist downstairs to stop smoking. I remembered not to buy 20 Bensons. I forgot to collect a repeat prescription, and bam, 6 weeks late. But I haven't touched a cigarette in a fortnight.
But you've got 2 kids already. What do you want to get married for?
Because?
We always said we wouldn't.
When?
3rd year at school, a Thursday afternoon, after double English, it was raining. We made a pact.
But I've already got kids, a house, debts. What difference does a wedding make?
99% of people who get married when they've been together as long as you have do it just before they split up.
We won't split up.
You won't be the first perfect marriage to go pear-shaped.
I know, but I've told Darren that if he ever leaves me, he gets full custody of all the children, so he'll never leave me. Oh, look. Darren's dad's not well, and he's offered to pay for a wedding.
When did you meet Darren's dad?
But he traced him through the adoption agency. He's a hairdresser in Aberystwyth. He's a nice bloke. Big hair, but the kids have really taken to him, and he's just a great believer in marriage.
You're going to change your life for a hairdresser?
No, but 5 shops. He'll be dead before the year's out. He's got to leave him to somebody. I've left mine at home.
We can all come back to our house. Frank's got 3 demijohns he can't wait to break into. And I'd rather we all ended up in hospital than just me visiting. You never know what to say.
It's that thing with the grandkids, though. You're assumed to be so bored and elderly that you put up with any old shit from a 3-year-old who wants to tear your house apart.
Yeah.
Truth, I'm not that generous. Which isn't a problem, because our Lynn doesn't get that maternal. So I might as well spend my savings on me.
Thinking about?
Do you ever think about kids?
Yeah. Think about being invited to a party and not being able to go because of lactating breasts. Think about winning a fortnight's holiday in Ibiza and having to turn it down because of stretch marks. I Think about it a lot, yeah.
Kids didn't stop Michelle and Darren from doing much.
Never did much before.
They're always going out.
Not invited.
I wonder what kind of dad I'll make if I wait till I'm like 35.
Nothing wrong with 35.
Except sometimes it takes years before you hit the jackpot. What if I end up 40? I'll be like 58 before I'm allowed to take my son for a pint.
Have a girl. They're getting to pubs younger.
I'm not for 1 minute suggesting we get married.
Ooh, thanks, Jimmy.
I'm not even talking about a proper relationship, but come on, Linda. If you wait until you meet the kind of bloke you want to spend the rest of your life with, you won't stand a chance.
I don't need a chance.
You don't not want kids.
No. I don't know. It's not an issue.
You got a brilliant family. And you love all that.
I get the urge for a family, yeah. Eating meals around a big table, talking, playing cards. I often see myself doing that.
Well then.
And I want them all to go home so I can get ready to go out. If you do it before you're ready, it's like massive shock. Michelle, 1989, outside Quicksave with a pram she couldn't steer. How you doing, sweetheart? Oh, I'm great. I'm great. She's standing there in a green top with yellow pants in a pair of hospital mules with a big blob of hair gel that she hadn't rubbed in. And I don't care what she says, she wasn't ready.
Okay. Okay. You wouldn't have to look after it. We have it. I keep it. I'll sign anything you want to say. No costs, no liabilities. And I'll stand the cost of everything, apart from a bit of babysitting.
I'm not just going to hand a baby over to you. It's not like looking after your dog, Jimmy. And to be honest, I wouldn't do that twice. Even Saber's got congenital bits.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on. And I'm not being unkind, but you're the only normal member of your family.
Oh, I'm not.
No, your mother's all there physically. But the blokes...
Ted's a good-looking lad.
He is till you get his socks off. Fine if you've got a degree in marine biology. You had a lucky escape, Jimmy. Count your blessings.
Sorry.
Oh, cheers. Thanks, love.
Oh, sorry, love.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Thanks. It's okay. Keep going. That's it. No, not... Mind your pants. No, point it. Properly. Not at the car. The man's looking.
You in a relationship?
Yeah. I do all his washing and he crowns me a couple of pictures a week.
Okay.
There's no wonder he keeps weeing.
I never knew a guy who carried a mirror in his pocket and a comb up his sleeve, just in case, and all that extra whole gel in your hair or the locket, 'cause heaven forbid it should fall out of place. Whoa, whoa, you think you're something special? Whoa, whoa, you think you're something else? Okay, so you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. So you got the looks, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night.
Okay, but only because I know I'm not ovulating.
What?
And only if you wear this.
I always use one.
I know, but no offence, you have to use one of mine.
I know it's a cliche, but they do change your life, Linda.
How come only women with kids say that?
But it's pretty obvious.
They're trapped. The only thing that gives them any pleasure is trying to talk somebody else into giving up their life to stuff the digestive system of something a lot smaller with a lot less intelligence that only smiles back if it's in a good mood. I just don't get it. Oh, maybe I'm missing a pair of glands. I don't know.
Oh,
yours.
Go in, it's yours.
Just because it's broken.
Yeah.
You used it last.
Loser.
How come you're talking about kids?
It happens.
It happens if you've got a relationship. I thought you were just a bit of dick. Blokes without kids. You can spot them a mile off. Bit too tidy, bit too selfish, bit hippie.
Hippie?
Ballsy, all the tackle up front. It's a mating thing.
I don't.
You do?
I don't.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Maybe you've got smaller balls than the rest of us.
Yeah, right.
It's not about proving anything. I don't need to prove anything, but if I don't have kids soon, what's it for God's sakes?
When Michelle had our Jamie, I was standing there watching it all, and I got really, This thing came out looking like a butcher's window, and I just stood there sobbing. I'd never seen anything so wonderful in all my life. Suddenly you've got this thing you'd die for. I really mean that. It's a really weird... and it doesn't get less with the next one. I feel it even stronger. Will you two shut up or bugger off? We're trying to talk here.
It's his fault.
Put a sock in it and get us an ashtray.
Hiya.
Hiya. Are you not singing tonight?
No, the stand-up comic's paying a few debts off, so he's doing 2 sets.
Oh, I was going to nip down later.
What's all this?
These can go, Mum. We're getting new carpets upstairs and I want everything that's not been used in the last 12 months out. We've got enough clutter. What are these?
Oh, I don't need them now, we're on the internet.
Well, I'm not sending them to the Red Cross.
I thought we were for the refugees. I bet they'd rather scan at those and work out how Breville toaster works.
Stick them in the rubbish. I don't want your dad seeing them. It gives him ideas.
Does he need any?
If I need underwear, I buy it myself.
This is less than half of it.
Oh, you can't chuck Lizzie. She used to be mine.
No, she didn't. I got for Christmas one year.
I know, but Mum just ran up a new outfit and found a box that looked new.
Oh, cheers. I thought that was a really personal thing.
Well, we only had one teacher's wage coming in. Your bunk beds weren't new either. I just found a roll of cellophane. So you'd enjoy unpacking them.
God, and I think they're the refugees.
Hiya! Oh, all the family. Are you stopping for tea? I've got some pork chops from George. Free range, mind you. His garden's only 40-foot long, so he'll not have to walk far.
If you've got enough.
Mark those for me, Fizz.
Not tonight, Dad.
Fiver off the 20 you owe me. Good lad. They're all nutters in that group, so just be encouraging. Oh, did you do a salad?
Oh, yeah, but there's no lettuce, no onions, and the carrots are dead.
What do you put in it then?
Tomatoes?
Are they chopped?
Not yet.
Remember her?
Oh, yeah. Remember the eyes? Always looks a bit possessed to me. Hey, and you made me build that doll's house in the back bedroom. I tried saying woodwork wasn't a strength, but you wouldn't have it until I glued a tenon saw to the carpet.
Did you enjoy having kids?
Oh, I preferred this bit. She certainly made him happier.
Maybe the bottom line is I'm just not normal, Michelle. Maybe the day I start being normal, I'll have a uterus that couldn't carry a pom-pom. Maybe they're right. And there's no way of knowing till you give it a try. This is the problem, though, you see, because say he's heading for the main road and I've got 2 bags and I have to run and grab his hands. Nick, stop! See? It's too low.
You'd probably drop a bag if you're worried about a car hitting him instinctively.
I know, but look how far I've got to stoop. It's too low.
Get a bigger one.
That's not the point. They're this size or shorter for at least 3 years. I now know why you stand like you do. This would cripple me. Couldn't live with it.
To be honest, Linda, I think you're underestimating the power of it speaking back to you. You form a relationship.
What, like you've got with your Jamie? 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 What?
He responds more to Darren.
You dress it like that.
Why, what's wrong with it? Him?
Looks like a girl.
Shorts and a pulley?
Looks like a lad whose mum wanted a girl.
And what would you dress him in? A football top?
Nothing wrong in that.
For school?
Why not?
They're not allowed football tops for school.
Bollocks.
No, that's true. Sports tops are a no-no. In fact, most primaries around here have a uniform policy to stop any arguments, so he wouldn't get away with a city shirt, definitely not. Actually, Linda, his knees look a bit scabby. You need the school nurse to look at them.
Then you'd call him Nick.
Nicholas, after me granddad.
What about a girl? What was your grandma?
Isabel.
You're joking. What's wrong with Dean or Tom or John or...
There's a reason why all your family have very short names. Think about it, Jim.
OK. Linda.
But are you sure you can both get time off together? Because the registry office can't give us a Saturday until the month after next.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And you're definitely on for being a witness?
Yeah.
If you're not sure, I'll have to ask Vanessa or Bev or...
How can you trust me to be a witness if you can't take yes for an answer?
No, it's just... I just weren't sure where your opinion stood.
The answer is yes.
Fine.
So, will he be in charge of cars?
Involved in what?
Well, being in charge of cars.
Oh, right, yeah, no problem.
Would you like to try some of this? It might be a bit hot for you.
I've had some.
I bet that's nice. Teaching them new things, get them to try new stuff. Curries and skateboarding and fish without batter.
Well, it's true. They only learn what you show them.
Would you mind distracting security while Uncle Darren sneaks a pair of jeans in his duffel bag?
Hey, I've never done that with my kids.
No, that's why you got caught.
Nursery, all right?
Not today, thank you.
Police are investigating after a 12-year-old boy was involved in a car accident on a school pedestrian crossing.
Okay, right. Why don't you like your teacher? Does he? Oh, does he? Well, you tell Mr. Lawson from me that if he tries that again, I'll come down there and I'll take his neck off. Because my father's been a deputy head for 22 years and I know that's not just playing. And there are bloody guidelines governing what he can and can't do without another teacher in the room. Oh, look. You've spilled it right down you. No, what I'm saying is it's taken me 5 different calls to find anyone to talk to, which isn't very helpful for a helpline, is it? I bet they have. I bought one of your cotton mixed tops last week, $12.99. It's completely unusable now, as my son has spilt orange juice down it. How organic's orange juice? How natural's cotton? Or are you manufacturing this stuff for vegan children who stick to clear fluids? $12.99. What are you going to do about it? At 40 degrees as recommended on the label, so don't try that one. 31 centimetres. Well, how should I know? He was shop soiled when I got him. Is that any of your business?
Hey, Jim, it's going to take an hour.
you a set of keys? You must be chuffed after 5 years.
It's out of a bag.
Ah.
See?
What?
The clothes.
Well, they're a bit on the bright side, but he seems very looked after. I'd get that haircut, but that's just me dad talking.
They're all new. Jeans, 15 quid. T-shirt, £9.99.
Well, what did I say? Kids are very expensive.
They are if you shop where she does. I hate that, people glamming their kids up like ornaments. She had him on a chair in the bedroom while we had a jump, sitting there in Marks and Spencer's pyjamas.
Reality alert.
I know, 18 quid.
Like you could hang on too hard on with him in the room. Hey, because that's the killer, you know. I didn't realise how Jamie had even spotted us till I found him banging his teddy on the kitchen floor going, I can't hang on, spa shuts at 10. So who brought kids up first? Jim.
I'm the only bloke in our family without kids.
Yeah, none of them actually live with them.
Yeah, they want to.
Injunctions permitting. Oh, I would have liked the luxury of planning a family. I was a bit too young, to be honest. My fault. Michelle warned me. Cheap condoms and nervous fingernails.
All right.
This is my moment. This is my perfect moment with you. This is what God meant. This is my perfect moment with you.
Comedy slide, tragedy this.
It's just, I said I'd run our Ted to the airport first thing. They're off to...
Oh, I'm pretending I got stuck for a babysitter. Which happens.
You'd bring him here.
Well, he's not allowed in the club except Sundays, but I left the door open so he could see where I was.
And what about school? I thought you were shit hot on education.
I'm pretending it's a Friday and you've gone missing. Well, not missing. Just walked out after a row about the credit card bills and stuff. Sulking missing.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't leave him without a babysitter. And when have we ever argued?
Well, never, but rows happen. Kids put pressure on time and couples get compromised.
I wouldn't row in front of kids.
All I'm saying...
I hate people who do that. I hate kids taking the shit for stuff their parents can't work out.
Yeah, but what if...
No, that's bloody typical, that a woman expects a row because she needs a row.
She must need one for a reason.
Look at the state of him.
He's not suffering. He can see me from the door, and I've given him a couple of songbooks to look at because he's never seen music laid out. And I'm trying my best... Anyway, when did you ever take him anywhere of interest?
Sitting in this shithole.
It's not a shithole, it's where I work.
What it is. I did go to the funeral.
And it'll always be a hobby because you never had the guts to pack your day job and go professional.
And what would you know about professional? You only work 6 hours out of 8. You forged your overtime slips, and the only reason you got the job in the first place was that you lied about your qualifications.
Oh, yeah? Not filled, not luring down to
in the right key.
I can wipe the floor with Whitney.
And I will always...
I've not heard that one myself.
Your ego's a lot bigger than your range.
I knew you'd get like this. Little bit of sperm, you get totally sentimental. Well, just because you've got a penis doesn't mean you call the shots. You wanker!
You can't sing! Face it!
Whoa. Thank you very much.
Just say after me. Chuck us a rope and a couple of razors.
Linda, I'm really sorry.
I can sing Whitney.
I know you can. I probably would go off sulking. I'm not very good in a row. I'd rather back down. Me and you, I mean, we couldn't have a proper relationship, could we?
Does that bother you?
Bothers me that every woman I know thinks the same.
Vanessa comes back for more.
Vanessa's not a relationship, she's a sexual acrobat. She only makes up dirty names because she can't remember my real one.
Tell you why you and I have stayed such mates for so long, Jimmy. Because you're like me, you're not a morning person. Kids are always ballistic in the mornings.
Do you know what I hate about blokes with kids? They spend a fortune on a decent car and then completely trash it. Big fat booster seats.
Make a BMW look like an invalid car.
Tissues and crisp packets everywhere.
Sticky fingers on the rear view. Oh, kids are fine if you're desperate, but you've got to ask yourself, would you be happy going out once a week tops? Could you cope with a permanent overdraft? And would you want to spend your only 2 weeks abroad with hundreds of other kids?
Not really.